straight out of
NASA City, Houston, Texas.
Get ready for Tejano Time Podcast. Houston, Texas, tonight.
Giving you the news you can use and bringing you the hottest interviews in the Tejano industry.
It's about to go down with your host, Keith Leal. Houston, Texas.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Tejano Time Podcast starts
Now.
Please welcome your host, Keith Leal.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Another episode here of the Tejano Time Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Keith Leal. Thank you so much for watching this evening and tuning in to the show here. We got another great artist here that's with us tonight here on the show for the very first time as well. She has made it here to the show here on the Tejano Time Podcast. We're talking about Tejano icon, singer, songwriter, performer, Grammy nominee, the legendary, let's just get her on right quick. Let's just get her on. The legendary Patsy Torres is with us here on the Tejano Time Podcast. Welcome to the show, Patsy.
I'm on, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's an honor to have you here on the show. We were just, going over some things here before the show here. And, she's got a new single out, guys, a new song that's doing very, very well. I mean, it's the single is Vivir con Ganas, okay?
Yeah.
Vive
con ganas.
Vive con Ganas, right there. Check the album out,
It's
guys.
the same name as the album, the same the name thing.
Yeah,
The
same in the
album's
name of the
called-
song and the title of the album is exactly the same.
It's just saying that everything you do it with ganas.
Yes, that's right. Doesn't get any better than that, you know. So again, singer, songwriter, performer. You've been doing this for a little over 4 decades now.
Yeah.
Wow,
I can't believe it, but yeah.
that is definitely a long while. But I mean, it's you've gotten a lot of accomplishments. I can guarantee
Because
that.
it counts that I was started as a trumpet player.
Yes, and that's what we were going to go back to. Early '80s, right?
Yeah.
As
I
a
was
trumpet player.
just a trumpet player, not a singer.
Nothing,
So
right?
that's how I got into the music. That's how I got into the Tejano music. But I only knew the songs on trumpet. I didn't know the vocal parts, just on
Oh,
trumpet.
wow.
So I was playing Las Nubes and songs by Latin Breed and Sunny. And
Oh, wow. And I did get congratulations to you, first of all, on the CD release party that you had just recently
Thank
as well.
you.
And you showcased a little bit of that trumpet there that night as well
Yeah.
on some of your songs that you had there on video and whatnot.
a lot
And
of
also,
people were asking me about it. So I said, they said, you keep talking about that you played trumpet. And I was like, okay, I guess I got to
got to pull it
right?
out. Huh?
Yeah.
Amazing. That is outstanding. And we've got already 16 people already commenting on the show right now, as a matter
Hi.
of fact.
And I wanted to
Yes.
thank everybody that went to the release party. It really meant a lot. I got some wonderful support. And then the people that couldn't make it, they were like, I'm so sorry. They're apologizing. And they're in another city. I'm like, hey, I understand.
Yeah.
So if you're in San Antonio again next week, I'll be at the Stetson's Bar on Thursday. It's Tejano Thursday night. And I'll be there the 14th. And you
On
can catch
Thursday.
me.
Okay.
No cover.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yes. No cover. It's free. It's going to be on. There you go, right there. What was that location at again? You said Stetson's,
It's
right?
Stetson's Bar on Tezel Road in San Antonio.
There you go. A Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be jumping all week long there in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
And it kicks
We'll
off
be at the
Thursday.
fanfare too, and I'll be at a meet and greet also. So I'll be around.
You'll definitely be around. That'd be awesome. That's going to be awesome. And another thing I would like to congratulate you on is receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award. Also, también with what was it or the show that you had over there, Lifetime Achievement Award over at Premios Tejano Mundial. Yes.
Yes, it was an honor, and it meant a lot because even though I said there that I think I have a lot more to give, but at the same time, you never know when God calls you.
True.
So the fact that I'm being recognized for what I've done so far, I'm very grateful for that. And I just want to do my best and keep driving and promoting La Música Tejana and also uplifting other singers and musicians and bands and to keep the onda strong.
Yes, and there's no doubt about that. So looking back on your legacy, what accomplishments are you most proud of today?
Well, I would say when I was doing the Positive Force tour, I was touring schools all over Texas, the whole state of Arizona. I went up to Idaho. I went to Kansas. I went to New Mexico, Florida, and I reached over 1 million students talking about stay in school, stay out of drugs, stay out of gangs. And then no matter where I went, because sometimes I would play at all Black schools, all white schools. I even played at an Apache reservation. And at the end, I would always say, this is my music, la música tejana. I'm going to share it with you now. And no matter who they were, because if they weren't, Latinos, they would love it. They would say, oh, I like your music. It's so cool. And then at the very, very end, I would sing a song about faith.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though it was in school, I would do it.
Yeah.
It was too late. It was the last song. And
It was the
last.
yeah, you were going to get it in there.
But I got so many positive letters from kids, and still, I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, someone came up that you changed my life when I saw your concert and what you said. So that was my passion. I loved going overseas and spreading Tejano there. Fiesta, Texas, I was there for 10 years, and I was spreading Tejano music there, because people come from all over the world over there, all over the country, all over the world, and I would introduce them to Tejano music. And then we made history. It's another thing with my little song Abrázame. When we performed it on the CBS SeaWorld special, an International Star Search, it was the first time anyone had performed a Tejano song on national and international television. The first time.
Wow.
And I was like, you're kidding me. How is that possible? Well, it's because whenever the Tejano stars had a chance, they never did a Tejano song. They would always do an English song or a country song or something like that. They never did it. And I came out and I said, this is a Tejano song. I talked about the history and I performed it.
Wow. Amazing. That is outstanding.
And we found out later, because you find out all these things later. You don't know that that's happening when you do it. You just do it.
Living it on the edge. Let's go. Whatever happens, happens, but let's just give it a shot. Yeah, I like that. That's a great attitude right there. Give me some shout outs here before they start building up, Patsy.
Okay.
Beatriz Rojas is on. También saludos.
My sweetie, yes. I call her Sweet B.
Sweet B.
Yeah,
not Sweet Pea, Sweet B. Okay, guys.
Sweet B. And she is, she played her band and her Grupo Destino played in the beginning at our CD release party. And we're going to be doing a lot more work together with her and her band.
Amazing. She'll be on the show very, very soon también as well. Good. Beatriz, yes, a showcase what she's got as well. Yes, thank you very much for watching. Yeah.
Oh, you're sweetie too, I'm sure.
Norma Salazar is watching the show. Hello, Keith Leal. Hello, Norma. How are you? She's always a fan favorite right there. Yes, she's a huge artist, a fan of a lot of artists out there, man. She follows Tejano music all over.
She's a great supporter. We appreciate you, Norma.
Thank you, Norma, for watching. Alejandro C. Lopez, also Patsy Torres. Yes, Alejandro C. Lopez.
Hi, Alejandro.
Yes, watching the show también. And also we've got, there you go. Norma had to say hi to, of course. Yes, hello, Patsy Torres. Albert Miranda is watching on our YouTube channel here. Hello, I'm in San Antonio, Texas. Happy Wednesday.
Hi,
Thank
Albert.
You. We appreciate you.
You're on YouTube also.
Yes, definitely. Yes. So, saludos, Albert. Thank you so much for watching the show, my brother. We appreciate you tonight. All right. And let's see right here. What is this? Tachita Lopez.
Ooh, Tejano.
Beautiful.
Oh, my beautiful sister. She's from LA. In fact, I'm wearing her earrings. Check these out.
They're called
Hollywood in the Park. You can get them for Tejano.
There you go. Nice. She says beautiful, so she's definitely talking about the earrings as well, right? So she wants to give you a shout out.
In the future, we're going to be doing some stuff. I'm really excited about it.
Wonderful. Oh, we'll be looking out for that, guys, out there. If you're paying attention to the show, you're watching the show, be on the lookout for that. You never know. It can involve some jewelry.
Yeah. Why not? Hey, girls got to have their jewelry. Got to have their bling.
Got to have that bling bling. Saludos, Keith Leal and Patsy Torres. Love the single. That is from Lucy Lopez.
Oh, thank you, Lucy. Oh, she's a great, keeps in connection with me also. Thank you.
Yes. And I believe Lucy is having a birthday today. So happy birthday to you, Lucy. Yes,
happy
I think so.
Birthday.
Yes.
Is it today, Lucy?
Lucy, if it's today, let us know here and drop it in the box here.
Today.
For sure. I believe it is, so I'm not mistaken. Yes, I think it is. I was seeing that all over social media today as well. Chris Zavala says, "Hi, Patsy Torres.
Hi,
Love you
Chris. Hi,
bunches."
bro.
There he is. Saludos, Chris. Thank you so much, my brother, for watching the
Chris.
show tonight. Oh, and Albert Miranda says, "Hello, Patsy Torres. Welcome." So
Thank you, Albert. Thank you so much.
good deal. If you
Hey,
guys have
if it's
anything
Lucy's, is
for,
it her birthday for sure?
yeah, let me. I'm gonna double check here to make sure she has dropped a little comment here right quick, and I believe so. Oh, it's on the 14th, she says.
Oh, next week.
Yeah,
That's
next week.
right.
So
Okay, yeah, I thought it was.
okay. So well,
Okay. I'm going to
well,
sing to you on the
happy
14th, Lucy.
right, happy early birthday,
Yeah,
and
happy
we'll
birthday.
definitely reach out on the 14th as well to send you a happy birthday. Let's see. I messed up. I jumped over a whole bunch of them here, guys. So bear with me. Roxanne Ruiz, también, she says, yes, congratulations. Beautiful, talented inspiration.
Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you.
She's definitely talking about you. Appreciate you, Roxanne. Thanks for watching. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, well, Beatriz already did. She says hi, Patsy Torres.
Yeah,
Yes.
sweet bee.
Yes. Mike Bueno, also from Laredo, is
Oh,
watching the show.
hi,
Thank you.
Mike.
Got people from all over. Mr. Joe Leal, saludos y bendiciones, amigos. Another artist there in the industry, should I say? Injury. It's not on the industry the injury list. He's just in the industry, guys. Okay, so yes, he's another star there, a rising star in the
We're all
industry.
brothers and sisters in
For
the industry.
sure.
Somos hermanos.
Yes. There you go. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you. And let's see here. We got Mr. David Ibarra as well. He says here, hello, Patsy, from David and Charlie.
Hi, David. That's Bee's dad.
Yes, proud parents of Beatriz.
David and Charlie.
There
Thanks
you go.
for tuning in, guys. And thanks for being there at the CD release party. And for making the beautiful, talented Bee.
Yeah. We have some people over on our Facebook group there from Del Rio, Texas, that is watching as well. Thank you so much there. And we got also Jenny B, another artist in the industry. Hi, Keith. Patsy, you're so beautiful.
Hi, Jenny. I just heard your music recently. It's beautiful. Congratulations.
Awesome, awesome. Jenny, thank you so
Jenny.
much for watching the show. Yes, she's a great, talented artist that was on the show recently as well. And she's doing great things. A lot of great things happening with her right there. Mr. Stevie D in the All-Star cast. Saludos.
Oh, my goodness. Hi, Stevie. He's a great singer.
Yes, he's amazing. He's got some new stuff, I think, that's fixing to hit the airwaves pretty soon, I think.
He's always coming up with new stuff. It's always good.
Yeah, he's just kicking back right now, waiting on the release date or whatnot. But hopefully we can get something in our hands very, very soon. Saludos, Stevie. Thank you. All right. Michigan tuned in también. Also, Michigan tuning in. Saludos, Keith and Patsy. Mr. Daniel out there. Thank you so much, Daniel, for tuning in. Another great guy, Mr. Gavino Perez. Love you, amiga Patsy Torres.
Gavino and I go way back. He first saw me at one of the school shows down in the valley.
Okay.
And we've been friends ever since. And now he's a big time promoter.
Yeah. He's doing great things.
So proud of him.
Saludos, Gavino. Thank you so much. He says, Mr. Stevie D says, I had the opportunity to meet Patsy and Shelley Late's event, or the latest event, I guess. And I was so nervous. I ran. I would probably be that there. I would imagine that was. He would probably say the latest event or something like that. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And anyway, he was nervous and he ran out of there.
What? Oh, I don't bite hard.
Mr. Stevie D. Actually, Patsy and I will be working on a duet together. My beautiful sister's so excited. That's what's coming soon. There we go. Yeah. Nice. Broke the news.
Yeah, we got a lot of plans for 2024. I mean, we've been through, everyone's been through so much with the pandemic and the economy and the divisions because of politics and religion. I mean, in 2024, we want to try to bring things together. It's time. It's time.
Mm-hmm. There's no doubt about that. So right now, how have you maintained your relevance and creativity over the years, and what drives you to continue to continue? Like, what is the passion that you have for music? I know you've done a little over, like I said, almost 40 years.
Almost 40 years, yeah, counting my trumpet playing. And count music. I used to be really good on trumpet. I used to be. I could hit the high notes and Now it's a little harder. I'm like, ugh. My lips get real weak.
Let's put this down.
I have to build them up again to get
Right,
back.
right, to get back up. Yeah.
I can play for a little while, and then it's like.
There you go. Patsy Torres, Tejano icon, is on the show, ladies and gentlemen. So if you got any questions for her and you'd like to ask her, feel free to drop them in the box, and we'll definitely get to it. Now, we're going to get to some music, guys, as well here. A couple of videos, some of the older videos that she has out as well, and I do have the new track of audio that we're going to play to during the show, so that way you guys can get get a chance to hear it if you have not already heard her new single that's out right now. By the way, the album that's out has 6 tracks on there. You also have a Tejano medley there that I liked.
Yes,
from 3 of your older songs from the '80s as well is on there.
We were really excited about that because a couple of guys in my band, Andrew Cardenas and Chuy Martinez, they started like getting into all of my older music, and they were like, Patsy, look at this song and this song. Why don't we play all these songs? And I was like, well, that's a lot of songs. I mean, we'd have to play like 10 hours to play all those songs. And so, recently there's been a lot of bands doing medleys, but not of themselves. It's someone else doing a medley of someone else, right? So I said, you know what? Let me do a medley of myself before someone else does it.
Someone else does it. Yeah.
And so the guys would pick out the songs, because each one that was a hit, and the guys did their own arrangement, put it together.
Wow.
And then I did it in the same key, to keep it, all the chords and everything sounding the same. So that was something, to do it in the same key as I did back then.
Wow.
So.
And the guys that you have in your band too are just very, very talented musicians.
Yes.
They've been with you for some time. Majority of them have been with you for some time, correct?
Yes, especially Andrew Cardenas, the accordion, and he also does vocals. So he helps me a lot. Steve Lopez, Henry Lumbraras, Chuy Martinez, like I mentioned, he's the drummer. He's probably the newest one. He's the newest one. JB Bolgren and Randy Gutierrez, they're the brass players because we have brass now.
Yeah, nice.
So, and that's what also inspired me to start playing again. Because I'm hearing them, and I love that, because that's the way I started, playing in a brass section.
Yes.
We're all playing our parts, and it's sounding nice and fat. And
I've always been a big fan of brass.
Oh yeah, when that brass kicks in, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Always. It's just it's amazing. I mean, I just don't know why a lot of bands don't continue to do it. I mean, there's some that do it, but I mean, you gotta.
Yeah. Well, it's hard because when your band is so big. It's hard, like we were talking about playing earlier before we went on the air. We were talking about clubs and stuff, and a lot of the clubs, it's hard for them to afford, to pay a 10-member band.
Right.
Yeah. The festivals are great, and I love the festivals. Those are my favorite. Robert Salinas on keyboards. Don't want to forget him.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Somebody's going to get mad at you if you don't give him a shout out. Hey, what about me? Right? All right, Gus Caballero says, saludos, Keith and Patsy from Crystal City, Texas, watching on YouTube.
Hi, Gus. And everybody in Crystal City.
Yes, thank you so much for watching the show. It was at the Lattice Stevie D's, so going back to Stevie D's question here, at the Lattice farewell concert is when he snuck out.
Farewell concert, yes.
Yeah, he got kind of nervous and just ran out.
Stevie, oh my gosh. You better not run away again. Hey, are you going to be at Fanfare, Stevie?
Stevie going to be at Fanfare? Drop it yes or no in the box, brother.
Yeah, and what day? Because I'm going to be out there Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, so that way y'all have to go out there and hopefully you won't run away this time.
I'm going to run up behind him.
Right behind him. Surprise the heck out of him. Yeah, he might run this time, scare the heck out of him. Ramon Lucio. Hi, Keith, Leal, and Patsy. He was on the show recently as well. Ramon Lucio. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And there's another one here on my Facebook. I need to get the name of who actually posted this here. If I can get to it right now. If I cannot get to it, I don't have it listed right here. Let me see. No, can't. Okay, I'm just going to read it. It just says, I want to give credit to whoever wrote this here.
Wow.
Patsy has done so much for not only Tejano and San Antonio, but they say no to drugs campaigns, of course. Yes, I do remember that. We were talking about that. Say no to drugs for many children in and around the San Antonio area. For so long and always beloved entertainer and successful role model. Saludos, Dr. Torres. It was a pleasure seeing her in person during her stint at Queda Radio and playing my music.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got to get credit. I have it here. I will get to it and make sure I get credit to whoever that was.
Well, that was my passion, because you figure I wanted to be a medical doctor in the beginning, before all the music came in. I wanted to be a pediatrician specifically because I wanted to work with kids. So when I started doing the Positive Force tour, that was my passion, working with kids and meeting with them and talking to them and writing them back when they would write me all these letters. And it just meant a lot. It just gave me such a strong purpose, and which also inspired me to go back to school to get my doctorate. And it's intertwined. I mean, God has these ways, I kept fighting not to be a singer because I felt like, no, just to be a singer, I can't do enough. But when he gave me the chance to do those concerts for the kids, and then I became an edutainer, and then he gave me the chance to get my PhD, then I was like, who knows? God has plans for us. It's not always what we thought or what we dreamed, but in the end, when we follow that path, we're more satisfied and happy than we could have ever imagined.
Wow, that's awesome. That is wonderful right there. So yes, so big shout out to everybody who supports all that. You know what I mean? Everyone. I mean, it's just it's amazing. We have to definitely
They're the
got
future.
to do that.
Our kids,
they are
the future.
very, very much so. Yes, and let's see here. Purchase your Patsy Torres new merchandise, and he's got your from Gavino Perez right now. Your
Thank
website
you, Gavino.
Right there.
Yeah,
Yes.
www.patsytorres.com. And I would say this for all the artists. If you're going to buy music, download music, go to our websites and buy it there. It makes a big difference because when you buy it off of Spotify, iTunes, whatever, we get a fraction of a penny. Whereas if you go to our websites, whoever the artist is, and buy it there, we actually make $1. So it's a big difference.
It's a big difference.
So I just want you all to know, if you want to support your artists, that's the thing to do. Go to our websites and get our stuff there. And we really appreciate it.
There you go. That's some great inside scoop right there, guys. A lot of you probably didn't know that, but you do now. Yeah. You learn something new every day right there. So go out there.
That's why I'm an edutainer.
So Stevie D says, hey, I play trumpet too. Damn.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see? He might have heard you playing, then he's like, no, I can't get that. I can't get that high. So or played, he says, or played.
Oh, he doesn't play anymore?
I guess not. I don't know what he's talking about.
I tell you what, I hadn't played for a long, long time because, of course, you can't play and sing at the same time. So
right.
The more I was singing, the less I was playing. And then when I would finally play, the horn was cold and it was hard to warm up in time. And then it smeared my lipstick. But Shelly's the one when we did the Grand Baile in Las Vegas. And, she does the timbales all cool. And she was like, Patsy, it'd be so cool if you play your trumpet. And I went, oh, Shelly, I haven't played it in forever. She goes, oh, come on, you could play it. I went, oh, no. She goes, come on, for me. So I just said, let me see. And I just started practicing. At first, it sounded horrible.
Yeah.
Like a dying goose or something. But then as my lips started getting stronger, I was like, okay, I think I got this. And I played it that night in Vegas and people were just like, boing, what?
Amazing. So it did take place.
Yeah.
You did do it.
And then
Wonderful.
after that, I was like, well, now that I know I can play it again, I started playing it a little more. And then I got my brass section in the band because for a long time I didn't have a brass section. But once I got them in the band and they did the recordings with brass, I was like, okay, we're going to be a band with brass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. And you get to go and like I said, I saw a couple of clips that you had there off on social media from your CD release party where you actually went up there, kicked off the song, did a little bit, and let your band take over after that. But it's still good. You still got it in.
I was like,
yeah, you had to put it down. Amazing. Let's see here. Hello, Keith Leal, and also hello, beautiful Patsy Torres from Ana Castillo.
Hi, Ana.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching.
And Mr. Mike Bueno, Keith Leal always has great interviews. Well, I try. Appreciate you though. Thank you so much for watching.
Isn't he?
Agreed, professional, and always great questions. I guess they're talking amongst themselves. Anita Rodriguez.
It makes a difference. It does make a difference on the questions and the conversation. It does make a difference because they want to hear something a little different. because they're the usual questions,
Exactly, some of the usuals. I mean, like, and I've had some great conversations with a lot of artists who bring it back and say, "Hey, we appreciate that because we go on another show and they'll ask us the same thing that you didn't ask us, but the other show did for the next 5 shows that we do." You know what I mean? So I was like, well, I try to be different. You know what I mean? Because I know everybody doesn't want to hear the same thing. Hey, just the 5 basic questions that they normally have for a band or an artist, and let's take it outside of the box just a little bit, get to know the artist
they want
first,
to hear
but
something different,
right.
And it's for us too. When you ask us a question that no one's ever asked, and you have to stop and think.
Oh,
yeah. So that's.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's awesome. Sunny Salceda. Saludos, Patsy Torres.
Oh,
we love you.
Yeah, he was there also doing the tribute. I really appreciate him. He played my songs for that was so cool when they played my songs. The girls came up and played my songs to me, over there at the premios when I got the last time. Shelly gave a wonderful intro, and then the girls sang. It was Stephanie Martinez. It was Beatriz Rojas. It was my dear friend Geneva Mojares. Stephanie Montiel sang, and Sonny played for me. And he did some of my earliest recordings with Joey Records. He did Cucurucu Paloma, and I love the way he plays.
He's amazing. He can get up there and he can put a heck of a show on. I can guarantee you that. Yes, amazing right there. Mr. Sonny, got to get you on the show again.
Come on, Sonny.
Yes, got to get him on here. We just kick back and just let it, whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? Sabrina Hernandez says hello also.
Hi, Sabrina.
Thank you so much for watching.
Hi.
And once again, we're going to send it out to Mr. Gavino Promotions. Hello, everyone. Go to Patsy Torres' website and purchase Vive Con Ganas, www.patsytorres.com.
This is the album.
There you go. That's
and
what
we
it
have
looks
a
like.
Vive Con Ganas combo, which is the album, a t-shirt, and a tote bag for a special price and free shipping for your viewers.
Let's get it back up there again, guys. For our viewers.
Your viewers, Keith.
And you are. So if you're watching, guys, right there, www.patsytorres.com. All right?
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better than that. So Beatriz says, hey, menudo on Sunday, Patsy?
Ooh, that sounds great. Yeah, her mom does the best menudo. We would go play up on kind of it's kind of Midwest Texas, and they would cook for us after the show. Because you know how bands, we always go and eat after the show. It could be 2 a.m. and we're
right.
I'm hungry. Yeah, munching out.
Munching out, right?
Thank you,
Stevie D says, I will. So I believe he will be at Fanfare. So he'll look you up, or you will look him up, and I'm sure he'll announce the stage somewhere down there.
Who sneaks up on who first?
Yeah. And we got Mr. Julian Solis también. Hola, preciosa Patsy Torres. Hola, amigo Keith Leal. Saludos. Thank you for tuning in to the show, guys. And okay, Saturday and Sunday is what he says here, Mr. Stevie D. So,
and I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. I'll be there Saturday around, I believe it's 5. And Sunday at 8.
And that's over at the Tejano Fanfare, guys. Don't want to miss that in San Antonio. It's going to be huge. All right.
Oh, yeah. It always is. And that just shows how strong Tejano music still is.
Still is, yes.
And it is thanks to people like you with your podcasts, the .com radio stations, the promoters. Thanks to you, you're bringing Tejano back after we went through this whole period of. Someone asked me this the other day. They're saying, what do you think happened to Tejano? And I said, well, what happened was when the big companies saw all this money that was happening, because we were all making all this money and playing all the time and selling records, they wanted a piece of it. And they came in and they signed a few bands, and then they started just making all these bands that you couldn't even tell who was who. They all sounded the same. And then they started just saturating the market. And then Mexico said, oh, we want a piece of this. They came in and they started paying radio stations to play them instead of the local Tejanos. And all of a sudden, you were hearing Bronco, Limite, God, all those Mexican, which I liked. I really loved their music, but you were hearing them instead of us on the Tejano stations.
On the Tejano stations, right.
And so the younger generation started hearing that, and they're like, well, I don't really like that. I like Tejano. So they started tuning out and going to country and hip hop and pop, and it started to go down. And then the Mexican artists started taking all the big gigs too. The festivals, the rodeos, Randy's. it was all of them, so it was,
Right.
and then the station started going to all Spanish and international and just going down, down, down. And then all of you, people like you, Keith, brought it back because the people demanded it. They're like, no, we don't want to lose our culture. We don't want to lose this. And you're bringing it back.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Oh, anytime. That's what we're here for. Definitely missed it. For some time we had a stint there that we were away from it, because like I said, everything was just happening so quick and it happened fast. You know what I mean? It didn't take, over 5 or 10 years. I mean, it right coming out of 2000, 2001, 2005 up until about 2006 or 7 or so is when it kind of like pretty much was like I was lost in the music, didn't know what was who was here. You wouldn't hear any of that stuff. The stuff that we would normally hear, back in the 90s at that time, or the artists at that, we were hearing a lot of different things. And not that we weren't hearing it in the 90s, like you said, it started getting flooded in the 90s, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Where, late 90s, it was flooded with the Mexican artists. And it just, from there, wow, we did drown. We definitely did drown.
Yeah. It
big
was,
time.
and the people could only afford to pay so much, all the prices went way up. And so they said, well, we can only go once every 2 weeks, maybe, because the tickets are so expensive now. And, like Tigres del Norte, right now they're charging $400,000 for a concert.
Wow.
It's like,
wow. That's a mortgage right there.
Yeah.
Darn.
For a big house.
Yeah. David Ibarra says, wow, Keith, I told my wife to let me grow my beard like yours. That's kind of weird. I don't know what to say about
He
that.
likes your beard. He likes it.
We got a book right here.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, another Facebook user there. It says here, I said it before to Patsy Torres, and I'll say it again. Every great accomplishment a musician that we know now in the Onda has been through Patsy's band names like Gabriel Zavala, Ben Ramos, Larry Villanueva, Tiger Gonzalez, etc. To name a few. Many of the musicians we know as our elite, basically. So thank you, Patsy, for allowing
us. Was in my band too. Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, okay. Wow. So you've
all good people.
All good people right there. Yes, a lot of talented people at that. So good deal. All right, we got Mr. Danny Noyola. We're going to get to some music, guys, here in just a few seconds. All right, so saludos, amigos. Dr. Patsy Torres, Keith Leal, Tejano Time Podcast, Alman Danny Noyola right there, Corpus Christi, Texas. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you for watching. All right, listening in and watching it over in McKinney, Texas. So love your music. So we're going to play some Patsy Torres out there, guys.
Thank you.
Definitely would love to get some music on, and during the video that we'll play, we'll throw some more of the shout outs that we have here, so we won't forget anybody. One shout out before we go, right? Angel Jimenez. Hola, amigos.
Angel, such a talent.
Yes, she's amazing.
I finally got to meet her in person at the Los Premios. She's a sweetheart. Yes. Hi, Angel.
Yes, guys, keep doing what you're doing, Angel. You're on the right track. You're on the right road.
Yes. Great future.
Definitely right there. Angel Jimenez. And if you haven't checked her out, you guys got to check her out in music as well. So Patsy,
and I love the way she does the mariachi.
The mariachi, right?
Because I love mariachi also. I've got 2 beautiful trajes and a Mexican dress. And whenever I put my traje on, I feel like I'm putting on my cultural armor. I don't know, I just stand up bigger and I just feel like sangre de mi padre,
We're having some fun here tonight, guys, right here on the Tejano Time Podcast. All right. So I have 2 videos that we got here up here. We got an older video from you, which is Te Juro, and we also have the Puro Party video that I wanted to share with those out there. It's a little longer version, but
with my sweetie Michelle Shell.
Yes. So I guess we can play that one. Take a little quick break right here, and throughout the video, I will definitely throw some comments in there, so that way you guys can check them out that are in there. So, all right, everybody that's tuned in, thank you so much. Don't forget to share the live video, guys. Share the live video, so that way share it with your friends. Okay, a lot of great details in here, and we'll get to some more details on her new stuff here. And when we come back, just check out this video right now. This is Puro Party, Michelle Shell and Patsy Torres, guys, right here at the Tejano Time Podcast.
Right this way to your room, ladies.
Thank you. It's nice. It is nice. Yeah. And it's just the beginning of the tour, so we have a lot to look forward to.
Yes, we do.
Thank you. Thank you.
This'll work.
There's plenty of food here in the city, but I tell you, there's a lot more to do here in the hotel. That's a Puro Party app. It's gonna take you all over the world.
What?
And in different time periods. This is gonna keep you up all night if you're up to it.
The Puro Party button. Okay.
This
well,
one?
thank you. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure,
Thank you,
ladies.
Rudy. We appreciate it.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's see. Sports.
You know, I think there's something odd around here. I don't know what it is, but just something's odd.
Well, you know what? That Puro Party button is just like sticking out at me right there. Do you think we should try it?
I don't know. Do you want to try it?
Guess there's only one way to find out. That's going to keep us up all night. Really?
I don't think
Really?
so. I don't think so.
Okay,
All right,
you want to do it?
Puro Party!
Es la hora de fiesta, ¿qué está pasando aquí? Mira todo el mundo, está cantando así. Es la buena música que nos pone a bailar, se mueve con locura, uy, a todo dar. Es original, sin igual y te juro, este ritmo es para ti y es puro. Te enseñaremos ahora sí, porque somos latinas. Y puro party, sangre latina, es puro party. Puro party. Cante. Puro party. Puro party. Salte. Puro party. Puro party. Muévete. Puro party. Puro party. Así es. Puro party. Más cerca las parejas, no se separen, muévanse conmigo y no se cansen. Manos arriba y pasos para atrás así. Ahora va adelante el giro junto a mí. Es original, sin igual y te juro. Este ritmo es para ti y es puro. Te enseñaremos ahora sí, porque somos latinas. Y puro party, sangre latina, es puro party. Puro, 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 puro party. Puro, 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 puro party. Es original, sin igual y te juro. Este ritmo es para ti y es puro. Te enseñaremos ahora sí,
You know, that poodle party button is just like sticking right out at me. Do you think we should do it?
I think we should do it.
Okay.
What's that?
It's my alarm.
Your alarm?
It's 7 a.m. in the morning.
No way.
7 a.m. Look.
Let me see.
Oh my God! Poodle party! Thank you, thank you.
Oh, this works.
Yeah,
It's making me tired just looking at it.
I'm tired. I would want to have some fun.
Well, go do something then. What are you asking me for? I just work here at the hotel.
We want to do something special.
What, you gonna give me a tip or something?
I'll give you a tip.
fired.
Lower your voice.
Hey, you take it easy. You take it easy.
Okay, Rudy, don't be rude.
You just got it. The lady that, right? I just think about the whole thing. I can talk like this all day. It also has a few apps on there that are very special and particular to this hotel.
What is this one? Poodle party.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's that one?
That's a very special button. That one, I don't know if you ladies will be up to it tonight.
What? What do you mean?
Always.
Hey, we're ready to party. I'm not
It
tired.
is.
I really am not tired.
Now, when
Not
it
either.
means poodle party,
Yes.
it's poodle party.
I think we should
So,
push the button.
and it's an app?
Yeah.
Es la hora de fiesta, ¿qué está pasando aquí? Mira todo el mundo, está cantando así.
There we go. That is it right there. That was a. Not, I thought it was longer than that. I guess it went by pretty fast because of the upbeat of the song and everything was great. I was like, wow, it's going to end already. But great. Poodle Party is the name of that song right there with Michelle Show and of
I
course
always put
Patsy.
my band members in the videos too. That
Yeah.
that was Andrew Cardenas
Mhm.
doing all that special accent voice and stuff. And then the blooper at the end was so funny. And Noticias Falsas is full of band members are playing all kinds of characters in that one.
Uh-huh.
That-
And you can find that video, guys,
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
So definitely
and
out
on
there.
my
She got
website. It's on my website too.
amazing right there, guys. If you like the music, go for it. Go out there and check it out.
Yeah.
A lot of videos up there, like she said, on her website and also on YouTube. If you haven't seen them, go out there and check them out. Give it a like. You know, give her a follow, or go subscribe
Yeah.
to her channel, and do all that great stuff. So I had some questions that went by through here that I didn't post throughout there. I had some of them that I wanted to hold back on because there were some questions that some of the listeners, the viewers out there had for you as well. A basic question here was, what advice would you give to the younger generation that want to be in the music industry?
Well, just like anything else, you know, whether you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, anything, you want to get educated on your craft. So if you're a musician, you're going to learn your instrument really good. You're going to practice all the time. If you're a singer, you're going to want to get singing lessons and anything you can do to help you to sing so that you don't hurt yourself by singing wrong, and learn about business because that's so important. Because the first thing that happens is you start trusting people with contracts and
Right.
promoters, and they're getting cheated all the time. I mean, I've been through it in the beginning. Now I can read a contract like a lawyer.
Yeah, you got
know,
it down.
and
Yes.
advice I always give about contracts. Contracts are agreements. You don't have to sign a contract if there's something you don't like in it. You can say, okay, this I don't really like, so let's negotiate. Don't think you have to sign a contract just because you want to sign, but there's some things you don't like. Negotiate it. Don't just sign it.
Don't just sign it. Yeah.
Advice.
There you go. Take that and run with it, guys. All right. So Anita Rodriguez also has another quick question here. It says, I'm sorry if I missed the question, but how much of your music do you personally write and what percentage do you source out?
Well, in the beginning, I didn't write anything until when I first made my record company. And then that's when I wrote Mi Lucero and what else did I write? Oh, Corazón de Oro. But you know, they didn't really get that much airplay. So then when I wrote Te Juro, when I had a chance to put that on an album when I was signed with a record company out of Mexico, and there just happened to be room, And I said, well, I have a song. Can I put it on there? Like, yeah, they just saw it as a throwaway. And it became the hit of the album. It sold. It was the BMI's Latin BMI song most played. And then they gave me awards for being songwriter. And then I had my own publishing. And I was like, I guess I am a songwriter.
Yeah.
And that gave me the confidence. And now all my albums, more than 50% or 60%, I write. Like the one you just heard, I wrote Puro Party. I wrote Te Juro. I wrote Noticias Falsas. I wrote Vive con Ganas.
Yes.
So all those are my originals that I wrote. And there's always messages in there because different things inspire me. And I always, now when I do my own albums on my own label, I always put, I don't want to say a gospel song, but it's just a song about faith, and I'm thanking God. And I have a habit of putting one on all my albums.
Yeah. Amazing. That's a lot of I wouldn't say, I mean, it takes time. Don't get you, like you said, writing a song is not just something that happens overnight. What is your creative processing though, when it comes to your creative process when it comes to writing a song? Is that, do you like just the stuff that just pops up in your mind, you write it down, or is that something that you just, you're not that type of person? Because I know some people would just stop their vehicle and pull over on the side of the road and just say, hold on a second, I got something in my mind right now.
Well, yeah,
I gotta write down.
sometimes you could be driving and
Yeah.
you think of something, and right away, like I record on my phone. If there's
Okay.
if a melody comes to my head, or an idea, or a lyric, because I always said, what comes first? It's not always the same thing. Sometimes it's just an idea. Sometimes it's a melody, and you got a melody in your head, and you're like, oh, kind of sounds like this. Oh, this sounds good with it, and it just depends. Like when I wrote Vive con Ganas, I wrote that song and recorded it within just 1 week. That's the fastest I ever wrote a song.
Wow.
And
It's doing well too. I mean,
and it just came out so
out.
fast. I've never
Yeah.
written a song that fast, but it was just, and I've told this story before. So for those of you that've seen this before, don't get bored. But for the people that haven't heard it, I just wanted to name my album. So I was like, what can I name my album? Because the songs that are on here right now, none of them would be good for the title. Sometimes like Mi Inspiración is the title of my album. Dame tu Corazón was the title of my other album, because those were songs, the title cuts. But none of these songs on Vive con Ganas would be good for a title. So I said, well, I'm just going to come up with an overall title that describes it. So I was thinking like, what it took to do the album, what it takes to be in music, and that's doing everything with ganas. Oh yeah, Vive con Ganas. Yeah, that's a good name. And then I thought, that's a good name for a song. Yeah. And I'm lying in bed thinking all this. And then I'm like, a song. I start singing the chorus. I'm like, oh boy, I got to get up.
Yeah.
So I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was writing down the lyrics and recording the melody that was in my head. And then in just a few days I had it, and I took it to Gilbert Velasquez, who's the producer. I go, here's another song. He's like, what?
Yeah. Quick,
And
right.
we put it together. Beautiful.
Yes. Oh, great. And
Thanks, Gilbert.
Gilbert is amazing. Another one of the top dogs in the industry, right?
Oh,
He
yeah.
knows what he's doing, knows exactly what he's doing right there.
Mhm.
Juan Montalvo has a question here, and we covered some of these, I think. Well, not really much of anything, but I know he wanted you to talk on it if that was possible.
Okay.
But he said here, I remember seeing Patsy Torres perform at Six Flags in the 90s. Great entertainer. And then he stated here also, if see if she can talk about that time and those performances.
Oh, I loved doing those because, as we mentioned, people came from all over the world there. There was people from Germany and Japan and all these different countries. And I was introducing Tejano music to everybody, and people from all over all over our country too. And people that had never heard of Tejano music or never knew what it sounded like. I had a section in my show where I introduced it, and I kind of gave a quick history, but was very entertaining with it. And I would do like 5 shows a day.
Wow.
And there was, especially the kids, I had a lot of audience participation, and the kids would always want to come back to like all 5 shows.
Yeah.
The parents would tell me, we could be on the other side of the park, and they hear your music starting, like, Mama, we got to go back. Patsy's starting. And they start pulling them, and
Yeah.
I'd see them there in the front row, the little kids again, because they wanted to dance with me and do a grito with me and sing with me. And it was wonderful. And back then I could eat anything I wanted.
Back then, yeah, you can, and then
Because
they
I burned it like that.
like quick, 5
Yeah.
shows, yeah,
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
And El Chavalon says, I remember those shows. Blessings.
Yeah, it was a great time. 10 years. I don't know if you
Yeah.
realized I did it for 10
10
years.
years. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is just that's great. Like I said, I went to one of the shows. I was there at Fiesta Six Flags Fiesta Texas back in the day, and I remember those days. And
And
it was,
our theater was always packed.
yeah,
There was people standing. There was people like sitting on the floor in the aisles.
yeah,
It was always packed. So then they started making our shows shorter because they used to be 30-minute shows. Instead, they made them more shows but shorter because they said, well, when people are watching you, they're not spending money.
right, yeah.
So then
It
they
was-
narrowed it down so
Narrowed
that
it
people could go and, buy drinks and T-shirts or whatever, from Fiesta, Texas. So
Yeah. Will you be going back? That's what's El Chavalon stated here. Will you be going
they
back?
actually called me to go back, but they don't want live bands anymore.
Yeah.
And I can't go without my band.
Yeah.
They wanted me to do it like, with tracks. And
Yeah.
they said, oh, well, you could have dancers. And I said, that's not the same. What's my band going to do while I'm there?
Mhm.
I couldn't do it. So I
Yeah.
was like, I would have loved to have done it if they'd let my band do it, but I'm not going to do it by myself. That's just,
Yeah.
that's like glorified karaoke, Yeah.
There you go. Yes, for sure. Yep. Such a great show with Patsy Torres, a pioneer in her own right. Her stage presence is just amazing. That's
Thank
Irvi
you.
Ornelas.
Thank you.
Yes. Miss Jackie Gomez also says, I remember Patsy came to sing in Taft, Texas at the school.
Yes.
Yes.
I went to all those schools and the students were always awesome. I remember Taft, of course.
Yes. Taft,
Yeah.
Texas out there. Yeah.
Mhm.
We also have got Mr. Bobby Castaneda. Hello, Keith and Patsy from California. God bless you both. Thank you for
Hi,
watching.
Bobby.
Watching from all over tonight. Amazing. This is outstanding right here. Roy Mesa says here, was it was it Six Flags? Yes.
Yeah, Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. Yeah, here in San Antonio.
Yep. That was back in the
Yeah,
days,
10
guys.
years. And I wasn't allowed to go to SeaWorld. I could not be seen there at all.
Yeah, at all.
Nope. I finally got to go after I finished playing there
After your 10-year
and go see Shamu. You'd be
Shamu.
surprised how many people say, yeah, I saw you at SeaWorld. I'm like, no, that was Shamu. That wasn't me.
That wasn't me, right? Gabriela Salazar from New Mexico, also another rising star out there in the industry.
Oh,
Says hi there.
I love New Mexico. My husband is from New Mexico. And he introduced me to, of course, the culture and the red and green chili.
Oh, red and green chili. Yeah.
Oh, love it. So I love the state of New Mexico and the culture and the people. So good luck to you. Come down and
Yes.
visit us in San Antonio.
Yes, she will actually be, I believe, in San Antonio at the VFW on Saturday
she's gonna be
afternoon.
there?
She'll be
All
performing
right.
there as well.
And come
Yes.
see us at the fanfare.
Yes. I believe she might have a set over there too. I'm not sure, but if she has that information, if you have that information, Gabriella, definitely drop it in the box. We'll
Yep.
share it for everybody that's out there as well. Yes. All right. Mr. Chavalon says you should work on a documentary for Netflix.
Actually, people keep telling me to write a book.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Or two. Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, they were telling me to write a book, especially it started when I was doing the school shows. And you need to write a book about all these kids. But now it's been so long since I've done it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
You don't know.
Maybe that's something to do with, when I have more time. Because I
Right.
don't now.
You don't now, right?
You know.
All right. Hello from H-Town, Juan Gonzalez. Thank you, Juan. Thank you for watching. That's right. So everybody that's out there, thank you guys so much for tuning into the show here tonight. Patsy Torres is my guest. She's out doing, like I said, it's a promotional type of radio podcast
Yes.
show thing. She's been doing this for the past couple of weeks now. The music is out. It's out and it's available on all digital platforms. So if
Yes,
you
it is.
definitely like it, go out and stream it and grab it, add it to your playlist. You have your favorite. Go out there and search Patsy Torres. All her music will show up, not just the new stuff, but some of her old stuff if you like
Oh,
it as
yeah,
well.
definitely. And this
Yeah.
is the album.
There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Vive con ganas, Patsy Torres. She's got some great music on there. I had an opportunity to listen to the entire, tracks throughout the week, as a matter of fact.
And those are mostly my originals also.
Yes,
Except for the medley, of course.
The medley, yeah. Medley is a good one too. This is one of my favorites right there that we had talked about earlier. How old were you when you first started singing? That's coming from Jackie Gomez.
Oh, probably in my 20s.
Wow, 20s.
Yeah, because it was just playing trumpet, playing trumpet. I didn't want to, I didn't think I'd be a singer.
Hmm.
I was like, wow. But I've
Crazy,
embraced
crazy.
it now. I've embraced it now.
Yes.
I kept trying to like say, okay, I'm going to go back to school, be a doctor. I'm going to go a medical doctor.
Hmm.
But luckily, it was my grandfather, because my grandfather, Dr. William Torres, he was my inspiration. He's the reason I wanted to be a doctor. He's the one that told me in the end to sing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And
Unbelievable.
that's when I put efforts and my energy into the music, but with the school shows,
Hmm.
and all my music, I try to give positive things. I try to give messages. I try to give advice. You like noticias falsas,
Yeah, yeah, that one I saw. I checked that one out too.
and even
Yeah.
Baila como la culebra that I wrote.
Hmm.
I'm kind of playing a little word game like about politicians,
Hmm.
how some of them, not all of them, but some of them with that forked tongue, and they seem to be hypnotizing people, making them into a cult, making them do what they want. But I
Right.
said, well, people don't want to hear a political song, but so I kind of changed it. For those of you that want to
Mm.
know, it is a political
It
song.
is right off the bat, right there.
Yeah.
That's right. So it says, "How you doing, guys? I love Patsy Torres from Dodi y Nivel, Grupo Dodi y Nivel."
Dodie. Oh, my sister
Yes,
Dodie. Hi, Dodie.
just watching from here in town. That's right. I believe so. Yeah.
Ah.
So, where do you see the Tejano music industry in the future? These are some of the questions that I tried to avoid, but
No, it's okay. I see it evolving. It has to
Mhm.
evolve, just like country music's evolved, because it has to get the younger generation excited so they can support it. And that
Right.
means the adults need to show the kids what play the music for them. Because if you ask any of the generation, how did you get into Tejano music? Said, oh, because my parents were always playing it. My parents were always
Yeah.
listening to it. And then we were talking about the festivals when everybody would go to the festival and
Hmm.
everyone was enjoying Tejano music. The
Yeah.
abuelito sitting there with the little 2-year-old on their lap, and the little 2-year-old is moving to the cumbia. Everyone would enjoy it. So
Right.
festivals were always my favorite. I see Tejano music as family music, kind of like
Hmm.
country music is, or the older country music is family music. It's
Yeah.
evolving a lot
It's
too,
evolving
the
too.
country
Yeah. So,
music. But
yeah.
we're going to evolve, and there's no reason to fight it, because there's always the old school comes in and the people still love it. They'll accept the old school, but we have to have that evolution to get the younger generation so that they're not going to the country and the pop and the rap,
Hmm.
something they can associate with, because this is their culture.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've got groups in Japan and Germany that are playing Tejano music
Yeah.
because they love it.
Hmm.
So
You're right about that.
right here, we need to get our kids to hear it. Once they hear it, then they'll support
Then
it.
they'll support it for sure. Yes, and again, the festival thing is something we had touched on earlier. Before the show, the club scene and stuff like that is what I'm noticing is not just here in Houston, but in other cities around the state of Texas. Not a lot of cities, but some of them that were huge back then in the 90s. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
festivals are becoming a huge thing right now, where your entire family goes out there and they want to enjoy it. And that's not what I'm not saying that that's what's hurting the club scene, because again, there was never the kids were never allowed back then. It was like
Yeah.
an 18 and above thing or whatnot. But there's more. If you look at some of the footage and some of the pics, or I would say some of the social media platforms that we have out there, where they post a lot of these things, these events out there, that's just huge. And there's family with their kids, and whether they're 8, 9, 10 years old or whatever, they're enjoying the music.
That's
And
what's so fun. I really like the festival. I am
mhm,
doing clubs also. Like we did
yeah,
the CD
of
release
course.
party at Thirsty Horse.
Hmm.
This Thursday, the 14th, we're going to be at the Stetson's Bar on Tesla Road in San Antonio, and be there with my band, jamming all night long.
Yeah, don't want to miss that, guys. If you're going to be in the San Antonio area, I know a lot of people are going to be heading that way
And free
this
cover.
week.
Free
Yes,
cover.
free
Yeah.
cover. That's just absolutely free. Will get you in the door. All right, so go out there and enjoy some live entertainment as well. Some of the best right there on Thursday night. All right,
Thursday. Tejano
Stetson's
Thursday.
Bar. Yeah,
Hmm.
awesome, amazing, amazing. So, a quick question before we get to your new single. Okay,
All right.
what do you consider your greatest contribution to Tejano music, and how do you want to be remembered? When you decide to hang it up. Not saying that you're going to hang it up. Okay,
I
we're
know.
not saying that, but whenever it does come down to it, what do you want to be remembered for?
It would probably be that I did promote Tejano music, that I took it overseas, that I exposed it to Germany, in person to Japan and China. I went as an ambassador to China and described it to the Chinese people. And see, other countries, they know English. It's not like here where we don't, we only speak a couple languages. Over there, they speak 3-4 languages. Mm-hmm. So you can speak in English over there and they understand you. So I was giving the history of Tejano and performed for them, did my music. And, in China, in Japan, in Germany, in Spain, of course, Spain, that was no problem there. Yeah, right. But they didn't know exactly what Tejano was. It was very different from what they're used to. Mm-hmm. When I did it on national and international television at the same time, I promoted it. I promoted it at Fiesta, Texas. I promoted it at my school shows. So I think I was able to spread Tejano all over. So I'm proud of that I was able to do that. Because that is, like I said, that is our genre. That's my culture. I'm Tejana, born and raised in San Antonio, which is the capital of Tejano music. Yes, for sure. San Antonio, Texas, right there. One last comment right here. It's definitely amazing that some Texas schools are teaching the younger generation their music culture. It's wonderful to see and hear these young people jamming away. Viva Tejano right there. That's from Anita Rodriguez. Thank you, Anita, for that. That's yes, right. True. That's very, very true. They're making it happen throughout. I know it's being done in groups now. Yes, in the schools, which is, like I said earlier, that's my cultural armor when I do mariachi music. Stand tall right there. My father was in Mexico. He was at San Luis Potosí. So my father was Mexican. Mm-hmm. My mother was American. So I am Mexican-American. Mexican-American, yes. Jackie Gomez says, I know I said I was going to take one, but she says, you need to come back to do Domingo show in Corpus Christi. That'd be awesome. You know what? My band and I were just talking about that like 2 days ago. Yeah. Definitely, yes. We'll get the guys over there and do the new songs. Because I'm going to be releasing another single, Keith. Another one off the album. Off the album, okay. Yeah. Yes. But you got one that's doing very well right here, and bring it on. We're ready for it. I'm letting it do its thing. Letting Viva do its thing before I release the other one, and I want to release the other one with the video. With the video, awesome. Yeah. So be on the lookout for that, guys. Where can they find you on social media? Where do they got to look up at? Oh, Facebook, TikTok. What's the other one? TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, and of course my website. Everything's on there. Pictures and videos and merchandise and music and songs and everything's on PatsyTorres.com. Yeah, awesome. Look her up, guys. Okay. And don't forget this song that we're going to play right now before we're going to wrap things up here in just a bit. But we're going to play her current single that's out right now. It's out on all digital platforms, right? Check it out if you haven't heard it. It's all over the radio here in H-Town. It's all over the radio in San Antonio. Anywhere else, your favorite internet radio station, local radio station, look it up, request it. Patsy Torres' single that's currently out again right now. We're going to play it for everybody out there. So take a listen, and we'll be right back here to wrap up things in just a few right here on the Tejano Time podcast. All right, guys? So you guys stay with us, and we will be right back. All right, guys? Here we go. Check this one out right here. Vive con ganas.
Todos vamos a bailar cumbia, pero con ganas. Estamos juntos para gozar de estos momentos. Hay hora de olvidar tus arrepentimientos. Esta cumbia moverá tus caderas. Hay ritmo en tu ser y vas a entender que la música es vida y amor. Abre tu corazón, escucha mi canción. Vive, vive, vive con ganas. Siempre aprecia tus relaciones cercanas y agradece tus mañanas. Vivir con ganas es hacer lo que amas y así vive con ganas. Ay, 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 ay. Échale. es un regalo del Señor. Solo tienes que creer y vas a comprender que la música es vida y amor. Abre tu corazón, escucha mi canción. Vive, vive, vive con ganas. Siempre aprecia tus relaciones cercanas y agradece tus mañanas. Vivir con ganas es hacer lo que amas y así vive con ganas. Todos cantan conmigo, ganas. Vamos a cantar con ganas, vamos a gozar con ganas, vamos a bailar con ganas, vamos a celebrar, vamos a vivir con ganas, vamos a compartir con ganas, vamos a reír y sobrevivir. Vive, vive, vive con ganas. Siempre aprecia tus relaciones cercanas y agradece tus mañanas. Vivir con ganas es hacer lo que amas y así vive con ganas. Vive, vive, vive con ganas. Siempre aprecia tus relaciones cercanas y agradece tus mañanas. Vivir con ganas es hacer lo que amas y así vive con ganas.
Let me start all over again right quick. Okay. I went mute right there for a little bit. Okay. So yes, that's the latest current single that she has out right now. It's all over the place and available on all streaming platforms, guys. Vive con ganas, Patsy Torres. Go out there and add it to your playlist, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, a great song and a great cumbia, upbeat, nice. And as you can see, a lot of people love the song as well.
Well, the message in the song is that whatever you do, living, working, playing, praying, do it with ganas. Give it your all.
Give it your all.
Yeah, always.
Yes, amazing. I couldn't thank you enough for being on the show today, Patsy. It was an honor to have you here with us on the Tejano Time podcast. Looking forward to the next already. So we'll wait for your new single. For your new single to come out, and we will welcome you back here with open arms as always. As we do what we can for the industry to keep it alive and to keep going forward as well.
And you are. Thank you for what you do to the industry and for the artists and for what you did now and for all the viewers and listeners. Thank you for checking in and for the really nice comments. Thank you so much. And go check me out on my Facebook. Go see that. Go to my website. Say hello. It's a pleasure. I mean, this is what it's all about. It's not just doing the music. It's meeting everybody.
Exactly.
I'm a people person.
Yes, but before I let you go, again, how well have you adapted? Okay, like you said, you've been in the business some time. We're looking at about 4 decades and whatnot. But from your time back in the day, how have you adapted to the changes in the music, the technology, and things like that you didn't have then that you have now? What I mean?
During the pandemic, when we couldn't see each other, we couldn't rehearse, we couldn't be out at all because nobody wanted to get COVID. And you were just home mostly, and people were working from home. So I just got on the internet and I started learning a lot of stuff about QR codes and the websites and the social media. And I just started teaching myself because I couldn't I know a lot of people like to go and binge, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
but I couldn't do that. I was just learning. And that's when I wrote Noticias and Baila Como la Culebra and those other songs and said, you know what, I'm going to do an album. And that's what I did during the pandemic, recorded an album. And that's what got Tejano Music Awards Album of the Year, that album, the Dame Tu Corazón album. And that's the song I wrote, Dame Tu Corazón. And just, I think the thing is, through my career, I was never afraid to try something new. When they came to me and said, we want you to sing with the symphony. I'm like, what? I was scared to death. And you're gonna be singing all these songs for the pops. So I had to learn these pop songs, but they did learn 3 of my songs, And then I was doing Latin songs like from, what's that? There's a place for us. West Side Story.
Okay.
I had to do songs from West Side Story
Wow.
and stuff like that. And I played my trumpet and I wore my traje and I did costume changes and it turned out awesome. So it was 2 nights, 2 sold out nights. But I was so scared. I wanted to say no. I was like, I'm not ready. I haven't been singing that long. But then I said, I may not get the opportunity again. And that's my advice to people too. You may be scared and think you're not ready, but just do it. And I worked hard. I practiced hard and did my best and it came out fantastic. And after that, I've been several more times doing stuff for the symphony.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid. When they said, can you sing Patsy Cline songs? I was like, yeah, I sang 1 or 2. Now I do 16 of Patsy Cline hits and I do a tribute to her where I dress like her and I have the fringe, cowboy boots, and I talk like her too. And it's an hour and a half show that we do. We're the country band, the Cactus Country Band. And they have a steel guitar and a fiddle. I mean, it's awesome.
Wow. Gosh.
And I love country
so
music
much.
too, especially Patsy Cline music.
Definitely.
My tocaya.
Yeah. Patsy Torres, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Tejano Time podcast. One quick break, right quick. I'm going to thank the sponsors that give a shout out to the sponsors who sponsored the show tonight. I want to send a big shout out going out to Heels on Wheels Mobile Notary, 832-598-5561. Book your mobile appointment today. Also going out to ACL Productions, Pro Audio and Lighting. Call them for your next event, 361-318-0229. And also for Tumbleweed, Texas. That's right. Houston's #1 spot for Tejano. Book your party today. Call 832-446-6949. Thank you guys, all the proud sponsors of the Tejano Time podcast tonight's show. And again, Tejano icon, the legendary Patsy Torres. Again, we appreciate you.
And
thank
again,
you so much.
thank you to all the listeners and thank you to those sponsors because they are promoting Tejano music and we thank them too.
Definitely.
Thank
Good
you,
big shout out.
everybody. It's been a pleasure. Keith, again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless and have a good night. We will see you
God
very
bless
soon.
you.
Hope in San Antonio. Yes. So everybody,
Yeah.
remember, guys, we want to let's just say this one more time because you guys are probably going to check out the show again on social media. Also, a big shout out to Tejano TV. Also, our podcast will be out there on afternoons on Tejano TV as well. So you guys can check out the show all week long, afternoons there. And Patsy Torres will be at Stetson's Bar there in San Antonio Thursday night and also Saturday and Sunday at Fanfare, correct?
Yes, correct.
There you go. So don't miss that if you're going to be out in that area. I know a lot of people are going to be traveling to San Antonio this
I know.
It's coming next week. It's going to be huge. So you guys, safe travels to everybody that's going to be out on the road as well. All right.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Besitos.
Good night.
Good night.